How's it going today, everybody? This is Kaiju May Addict, and we are here for our first SH Figuarts Dragon Ball review at the new place, and I believe this is the first one in a long time since Goku. So, with the first review in the new place, and the first Dragon Ball review in a while, I thought Recoome probably would be the best video to start this off. So, let us begin. We're going to start with the detail on him because I feel like it. Pretty much. Let's just see. So Recoome looks wonderful. Look at how great he looks. Look at that smile. Look at that scouter. Golly. The hair looks good. The armor plates. The muscle mass. Man. This was pretty much my first DBZ villain was Recoome. And I have got a lot of love for this guy. For how much I love him, it's stupid that I didn't have him pre-ordered by Premium Bandai. And then it's even more stupid that I didn't, at least get a cheaper version of him. But I'm 100% content with how much I spent on him. So he's really screen accurate, anime accurate, I guess. Thick. The suit is clean. There's almost no shading. I know my lighting kind of makes him look a little bit more yellow than he is. Let me see if I change the brightness. That helps. Nope, that just adds shadows. So he's a lot more paler in person, which normally it fixes itself once I'm actually looking the video over and not here looking at it through the phone screen. All right. I think that's really all we need to see. Let's move on to the articulation quick. So he's got a ton. So his head and neck joint makes him look all the way up. Very impressive. And of course, he can look all the way down. His head just moves just everywhere. It's a ton. You can get him in so many nice poses with the head. The shoulder pads are on the same joints that Ginyu's and Jace's are, which pretty much I'm going to guess all the Ginyu Force members are. So they flip out. They don't look great. They can adjust. You can take them off so you can kind of be battle damaged. The shoulders go out just about 90 degrees or a little bit more, so that's good. They also go out. Mine are a little tight, as you can see. They just kind of get stuck when they're not moved. I had to heat these up a little bit. So they can go out. Armor pad gets in the way, so that's one thing. Bicep joints, really good. They look nice and flush. They're a little weird looking, but I mean, this is an alien we're talking about, So that's kind of okay. The elbow joint, big old bend for these big old muscle man arms. And the arm joint, or the hand joints, the wrist pegs, are just on balls, which is the new style for most of the big figures, which I really like. The torso and waist, he's got quite a bit, so you can go in pretty deep and kind of go back, not too much, but he's got a lot of forward, and then he's got a lot of tilt and just movement, so that's good. All of his torso armor points, or armor pieces, all go up, just like that. The front doesn't go as far, but it kind of helps if you want to do some cool, like, energy moving poses, like he's powering up for the XX Deadly Bomber, yeah. I had to question if that's right, man. I've been in such a kaiju mood, I've kind of, forgot a little bit about Dragon Ball. Poor Dragon Ball, I love Dragon Ball. So, yeah. So his legs, that's as far back as they go, so not a lot. Then they can really kick out forward. Obviously, they can go more when you move this. You can kind of finagle it. So I would still say for how big he is and how bulky he is, that's still a lot. Obviously, you can kind of, use positioning of the camera and stuff to make it look like he's got even more. I think it's fine, especially because for the most part, looks like you can still get it pretty much up without having those flipped all the way. So I think that's enough. Otherwise, you can take the armor pieces off and do what you need to. He's got a good thigh swivel, pretty big. So you can get them crossing up, just like that. Almost sideways, pretty much perfect. Double jointed knees, which are really good. Probably could use a little bit more, but with how bulky he is, it does look nice and it looks natural for the most part. And that's pretty much the main thing with that. The ankles go down that much, go up. After using both joints, they go up pretty far, so that's good. And then he's got pretty darn good ankle pivot, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and he's got a lot out too, so. Then he's got his toe hinge, which isn't necessarily correct, but I can imagine it's still pretty good. So you can get him in quite a few different poses. I mean, it is Recoome after all. He's got so many different just silly poses from the Ginyu Force, let alone, you know, probably what could only be his only natural. I mean, he seems almost kind of like he's an alien wrestler a little bit. Maybe that's just because of Team 4-star, though. So, let us get on to the accessories. Alright, so here's the 3 head sculpts. So we pretty much got 2 of the same kind of. They are different. One's more kind of stern. This one's like obviously looking over his head. And then we got the forward screaming face. We also have a 3-star Dragon Ball, or Namek Dragon Ball, I should say. Looks very nice. Oh, hi. Here we've got all the hands. We've got a ton. We've got regular grabbing / kind of holding hands, Ki Blast hands, 2 like flat palm like Big Bang hands here, or posing hands for him, and then we have 2 chopping hands here. All looking good. The gloves look great on them. It's an incredible sculpt. I'm not gonna lie. These are really nice. And for the last 2 accessories here, we actually have a Ginyu head for his frog possessed face. And we actually have the little Namekian frog that Ginyu later becomes. So, pretty neat. Maybe could have been included with Ginyu, but most of the Ginyu Force has something extra for Ginyu, which kind of does make sense. It kind of makes them all like one big set. But at the same time, maybe could have given us 1 more different head sculpt since they're all literally screaming heads with just different eye positions. But maybe that's just me. And for a very quick size comparison, since my Ginyu's still technically in storage, here's the Rad Magma himself, Jace. Recoome is obviously way bigger than Jace, which is obviously what you want as a figure. Recoome's supposed to be bigger. Birder's supposed to be even bigger than Recoome, but it sounds like they're going to be about the same size. So Tamashi will get to that once we get Birder and Goldo in hand. So, but they still look really good together. I can't wait to have all my figures out of storage and have, you know, the complete Ginyu set here soon. We're 2 left, Birder and Goldo here in May, and then we're done. So there you go. And that's pretty much going to do it for this review, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I really do love this figure. A few little side notes I have as I've been messing with him. The head really likes to pop off, which is slightly annoying, but just like Ginyu, and I would assume Jace, because I haven't messed with Jace too much because he has tight joints and I'm very afraid of breaking them. The shoulder pads really pop off a lot. But as you can see, I've got Recoome pretty balanced, and it's not like it took a while. I pretty much got the arm set, and then I just had to switch the legs because I had his right knee up, and then that didn't really work with how the balance worked, so I just switched it, and I got his left knee up. He's not leaning on anything. He's almost against the wall just because the camera has such a wide angle. But he looks really good. I'm going to sit down, take some pictures of him, obviously, because that's what we're going to do with these reviews. As you can probably tell, these are edited. Oops, I bumped the camera a little bit. These are going to be edited. And then I'm just going to throw in some pictures as well towards the end here as a nonchalant outro rolls out. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed. This figure gets... I'm going to do an 8 out of 10. I really do love Recoome, but at the same time, the fact that he only has yelling faces and 2 of them are practically the same thing, it's kind of a bummer. I would have liked a stern face, or I don't know, just maybe something different. I get they were trying to give us all the poses for the Ginyu Force poses, but there's also action poses that I would want Ginyu to have, or not Ginyu, but Recoome to have. But maybe when we eventually see a battle damage version or a non-armored one, we'll get all those extra, or the extra faces that he should have. Probably will, because then he's missing teeth, which is pretty hilarious. So, if you guys like this review and you like the style of how this review's done, please give it a like, leave a comment. Any advice you got will be greatly appreciated. I'm taking any and all just so I can keep making these reviews better for you guys. I'm enjoying reviewing, and I'm going to really enjoy this new layout, I believe, for at least the articulated figures. All right, guys. That is all. I'm going to stop rambling. This has been Kajume Addict, your host. I want you guys to have a great day. Keep collecting. Be smart. Please be safe. And I will see you all later. Rock out, guys. Bye.